Hey everybody, this is Stephanie Janisek. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Tonight we're going to be talking about the soon-to-be Disney flop, Disney Lucasfilm flop, Solo. But let's go to where it all started. Back in the early 70s when George Lucas, here's Mr. Lucas, was working out what Star Wars would be about, he was trying to figure out just what kind of a guy would play the cocky, charismatic Han Solo. Not too far away, working as a carpenter and living in a hippie commune, was this guy, Harrison Ford. He was a contract player in a couple of the studios, did some parts. Here he is, Love American Style, and Gunsmoke, which actually, when you see this episode of Gunsmoke, and it is on YouTube, you know it's him, and you know there's something there. And then, of course, in 1974, a part in the movie The Conversation where he kind of played a scary guy. Well, Lucas is looking for the perfect Han Solo, and he auditioned Kurt Russell, which wouldn't have been bad. Christopher Walken, okay, and even Burt Reynolds, and he still wasn't satisfied. But he had a guy who was working as a carpenter and kind of helping out, rating parts. It was this guy, Harrison Ford, our carpenter, actor, dude, and he got the part of Han Solo. Well, guess what happened? He ended up becoming one of the biggest movie stars of all time, if not the biggest movie star of all time. We know him as Han. We know him as Indiana Jones, which is a fantastic thing. Jack Ryan in the Tom Clancy genre. Rick Deckard, Blade Runner, which is one of my favorite movies. John Book in Witness. He was nominated for Academy Award and that, and many, many, many other great movies. This man became a movie star. Charismatic, really, really, really handsome. When you see him on screen, he owns the screen. Just what a movie star is supposed to be. When you see them, you know it. And Han Solo, and getting that role, made him a movie star. So let's fast forward to 2012. Lucas decides he wants to make 3 more movies, gets the old cast together, and promptly sells everything to Disney. And this woman, everybody's most hated person, Kathleen Kennedy, and this idiot, Larry Kasdan, decide they want to make a Han Solo movie. So they hire these 2 guys, Chris Miller and Phil Lord, who made a movie called Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Not a resume for a Star Wars movie at all. I don't know why this was just stupid. Right off the bat, it was stupid. They got fired. Almost all the movie was done. They got fired, and they brought in veteran Academy Award-winning director Ron Howard. Now, the bad part about this is they hired this guy named Alden Ehrenreich to play Han Solo. Does he look anything like a young Harrison Ford? Do you get that sort of, that this guy could actually romance a princess and, do all that stuff with a spaceship and pull a, fast draw blaster? I want to order a latte from him. I just don't, what the hell? And he's not a good actor. In fact, rumors have it that they had to actually have a dialogue coach for him on set because he was terrible. He kind of looks like a twerp. So why the hell did they hire him? He's really good. Sure. Sure, Ehrenreich was good. Yeah, sure. Yeah, he looks just like Harrison Ford. Right on, guys. Right on, Kathleen. Because you couldn't just find someone that actually had played a young Harrison Ford before, like Anthony Ingruber, who looks like he could actually be Harrison Ford's son. He actually played a young Harrison Ford in The Age of Adeline. Look at this kid. Look at him. All right? All he needs is a little bit of fine-tuning, and he could have played a young Han Solo. But no. You guys stick us with, I don't want any foam in my latte, dude. That guy. So, the fact that Ron Howard had to literally reshoot the entire movie, according to Paul Bettany, that the actor they have playing this iconic role that made Harrison Ford a legend can't act, dooms this movie right out the get-go. In fact, the Disney suits are saying that, excuse me, I'm going to take a sip of wine. The Disney suits are saying that it's going to be a flop. They already know it's going to be a flop. So I'm like, I should have made it. In fact, I don't know anybody who's a fan who wanted to see a Han Solo movie because the only person out there that can truly play Han Solo is Harrison Ford. Like I said in the beginning of this video, he is the guy that played Han Solo. It is the role that made him one of the 6 top box office draws of all time. And he's one of the greatest movie stars that ever lived. In fact, when I look at all the actors and actresses out there in Hollywood, there's a huge difference between a celebrity and a movie star. He's a movie star, and the rest of them are celebrities. There's the difference. You can't just battle the masculinity, the grace, the charm, and even the glamour of a guy like this. They are who they are. He is just who he is. And it's natural, and it just is what it is. And there isn't anybody out there like that. Now, would I give Anthony Ingruber a chance? Yeah, sure, because he did a pretty good job in The Age of Adeline. You know, a little bit of work, and I think he could probably played a respectable Han Solo. Would he be Harrison Ford? No. You know, we're not expecting him to be Harrison Ford. There's only one Harrison Ford. There'll never be another. But this Alden Ehrenreich, right off the bat, I mean, I'm going to leave you with this. Can anybody imagine that face? A 5'8" guy, not any taller than Mark Hamill, romancing the princess. I'm going to leave you with that. Instead of this towering, sexy, charismatic, totally confident guy, this man, this sexy beast, all right? Alden Ehrenreich is none of that. And you can tell from his pictures. And if you've seen Hail Caesar or that movie that he was in with Warren Beatty, you'll know I'm right. This is just going to be yet another dumpster fire, and hopefully it'll turn the tide and get everybody at Lucasfilm Story Group and Kathleen Kennedy fired. And then we can all get drunk and cheer. This is Steph signing out. See you around the galaxy.